You meet someone who is perfectly good on paper, they're kind, they're stable, they actually text back, but there's no spark. Then you meet that other person, the one who's a little chaotic, slightly emotionally unavailable, or just plain wrong for you. And suddenly, fireworks. Your heart races, your stomach flips, you're thinking about them constantly. We call it chemistry, we call it the spark. But in psychology, we sometimes call it a warning sign. Why are we magnetically attracted to people who hurt us while feeling bored by the ones who could actually make us happy? Today, we're looking at the neuroscience and deep psychology behind why your brain tricks you into wanting the wrong people and how you can finally start choosing the right ones. First, let's talk biology. When you feel that intense, overwhelming spark, your brain isn't necessarily finding a soulmate. It's activating a reward. It's releasing dopamine and norepinephrine, the same chemical cocktail involved in roller coasters, gambling, and other high risk experiences. When someone is bad for you, meaning they're unpredictable or inconsistent, your brain goes into high alert. This isn't love. It's physiological arousal. Because you don't know where you stand with them, your brain stays locked onto them, trying to solve the puzzle. That heightened state of anxiety gets mistaken for deep romantic connection. Next, we need to talk about attachment. Your attachment style is the relationship blueprint you developed in childhood based on how your caregivers responded to you. And there's a well known dynamic called the anxious-avoidant trap. Anxious types crave closeness and are hypersensitive to signs of rejection. Avoidant types value independence and pull away when things get too close. When these two meet, the spark can feel explosive. The avoidant person's distance triggers the anxious person's fear of abandonment. The anxious person then chases connection to feel safe again. That chase, the highs and lows, the breakups and makeups, is often mislabeled as passionate love. In reality, it's two nervous systems reacting to each other. If you grew up in an environment where love was inconsistent or had to be earned, stability can feel unfamiliar. And unfamiliar doesn't feel exciting, it feels boring. Now let's talk about the most powerful force keeping people stuck in toxic attraction: intermittent reinforcement. This concept comes from behavioral psychology. Imagine pressing a button and getting a reward every single time. Eventually, you lose interest. But if you press the button and only get rewarded sometimes, randomly and unpredictably, you become obsessed. You keep pressing, hoping the next reward is coming. That's how slot machines work. And emotionally unavailable partners operate the same way. They give affection, attention, or validation just often enough to keep you hooked. You're not addicted to them. You're addicted to the possibility of them finally choosing you. So, how do you tell the difference between healthy attraction and a toxic pull? Ask yourself this: does the spark feel like peace, or does it feel like a stomach ache? Healthy attraction feels open and grounding. Toxic attraction feels tense and consuming. Are you attracted to who they are or who you hope they'll become? If you're dating potential, you're dating a ghost. And does the chemistry survive a week of calm? If the passion disappears the moment things feel stable, that's a sign the attraction was fueled by drama, not connection. If you're realizing you've been addicted to the spark of unavailable people, don't panic. You can retrain your brain. First, give boring a chance. When someone is kind and consistent and your brain says there's no chemistry, try staying for a few dates. Healthy love is often a slow burn, not a forest fire. Second, check your pulse. If after one date you feel frantic, obsessive, or like you have to see them again immediately, take a step back. That's usually your nervous system being triggered, not your heart falling in love. And finally, heal the blueprint. As your self worth grows, inconsistency stops feeling mysterious and starts feeling exhausting. When you truly believe you deserve stability, your attraction shifts naturally. The goal of a relationship isn't to live in a constant state of high intensity sparks, it's to find a safe harbor. Real love isn't a roller coaster, it's a place where you can finally sit down and breathe. If you've spent years chasing the spark and coming up empty, let this be your sign to try the slow burn. It might be the best decision you ever make. If this video helped you see your dating patterns a little more clearly, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want more deep dives into the psychology of attraction, relationships, and why our brains do the things they do, make sure to subscribe. Think of it this way: liking and subscribing is the healthy, stable relationship choice. No mixed signals, no disappearing acts, just consistency.